Except where them haters, where them hoes, where them throws, you know what I'm saying? Cecil.
Now, normally when something like what happened to Wendy Williams, her fainting spell, normally when something like that happens, I'm the first person to be like, ha, 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 ha. But I couldn't laugh. And that's because seeing that reminds me of the time when I was in class. Thank goodness it's a long time ago now. And he's okay. He's still literally kicking, still kicking strong. But it reminds me of the time when one of my instructors had a heart attack in class. Oh, he had a heart attack. I thought he was playing at first. Then now it sounds like, nah, he's playing. He's just trying to test us. And he had a heart attack. Oh my goodness. He had a heart attack. We rode with him and stuff to the hospital. It was just that whole thing was a nightmare. Oh, and we got through it though, because while he was in the hospital, we assistant instructors soldiered on without him. You know, I remember the center didn't want us to do any sparring, because they said for insurance purposes we can't have people sparring. So they figured it was the end of class, but we decided to go ahead and just do the form. So we really took the time to make the people work on their forms and on, like forms and falling and, escapes and stuff like that. So we did everything but spar, and it worked out great. We were able to keep things together till he came back. So only reason why I'm not saying his name is because I didn't ask him if I could say his name. So unless you actually know me and know us, you know who I'm talking about. So that's just that Wendy Williams thing. It frightened me. And plus, I passed out last year from dehydration too, so I know that can happen. Fortunately for me, I was sitting down when it happened. At least it didn't happen in class. But like they told me, like, yeah, those allergy medicines that you're on, they can make you dehydrated. And I was driving to a funeral, and fortunately there was a doctor and nurse at the funeral, and they both said, you probably didn't drink anything. You didn't drink that much, did you? No. You really didn't eat that much. No. You hurry to get here, right? Yeah. The heat was cold. The heat was too high in the car. And then plus I had on my big Morpheus-looking leather coat. Because when they opened up the jacket to try to cool me off, it was a lot of heat coming out there. I really felt like I didn't need the coat on, to be honest. I just had it on because my wife was like, it's cold outside. So you have to have on a jacket. So that's why the Wendy Williams thing ain't funny to me. It's not funny to me, not one bit. And I know it's specifically to me because, there's some people that would think it was funny too, but every time I see something like that happen to somebody, I think about that time when my teacher had a heart attack. Every time, even if it has nothing to do, it like her on stage passing out, that had nothing to do with martial arts. But it reminds me of that. It reminds me of that. So, man, some of y'all cold. Y'all going in on people on the internet. That's not funny. Well, it is funny, but that's just my hang up. It's not funny to some of us. And that being said, I believe in free speech, and I believe you have the right to clown who you want. Okay, even if it's me, you're free to clown. Just, don't spread any kind of weirdo hatred. Peace. And Wendy Williams, get better.